So today I'm behind the wheel of the 2022 RAM 1500 TRX, and this thing features about 8 different drive modes, and I wanted to take a moment to go through those modes and showcase just what those modes change in the vehicle. So there are 2 different ways to get into the drive mode screen or to adjust between different drive modes in the vehicle. So the quickest is pushing the TRX button right here will pop you into this drive mode screen. Additionally, these arrows will let you cycle left and right through the different drive modes, and it will showcase them on the gauge cluster. Each drive mode has its own cool animation screen, which I'll cycle through and showcase. But these are the 8 different drive modes in the vehicle. So you have Sport, Tow, Snow, Auto, Custom, Mud, Sand, Rock, and Baja. So Sport, you can also adjust what you want some of the different drive modes to be. So right down at the bottom you see Sport Setup, but I'm going to showcase just what it is from the factory and what it's enabled. So for Sport, easiest, everything is set to the Sport mode. Paddle shifters are on. Tow, transmission is in the tow mode, paddle shifters on, stability control full, suspension, Sport, and steering in street. Snow, the transmission is in snow, paddle shifters on, stability control full, suspension and steering are both in street. Auto, it's currently set everything to street, and the paddle shifters are on. Custom, like I said, you can enable what you want. So down here you would hit custom setup, currently set in the settings Sport, street for stability control, suspension, and steering is in Sport, but you could set this screen to be whatever you want. Mud and Sand, so you have the transmission in Sport, the stability control in Sport, the suspension in Baja, and the steering in Rock. Now when I push Rock, it's going to yell at me because I am not in 4-wheel drive low, but as you can imagine, it will adjust those different drive modes into the Rock setting, as you can see when you're in Mud and Sand. Now Baja, it has the transmission in the Baja mode, stability control and suspension as well in Baja, and steering in Sport. Now, what I can tell you about being in Baja, other than sounding the coolest for the transmission, is it holds the gear, I think, the longest. So I don't recommend you driving through your neighborhood in Baja because it's going to sound like you're not driving correctly or you don't know what you're doing. But it does sound cool because it's kind of holding the gear longer and kind of has kind of an overrun. And when it kind of drops back down through the RPM range, it can sound pretty good out of the exhaust. So. But those are the different drive modes, what they changed. I'm going to showcase the cool animations on the gauge cluster as well. So right now that's just Sport. Tow, puts a camper behind it. Snow has a TRX driving through the snow. Auto, Custom, Mud and Sand. Rock has it climbing a rock. There you go. Baja has it just plunging through some sand, and back to Sport. As you can see, all the TRXs on the animation have the Sport bar in the rear bed. So should you choose that option or not, you're going to have that there because this TRX does not have that Sport bar in the back. But those are the different drive modes in the 2022 RAM 1500 TRX. Thanks for watching.